I'm gonna plant my garden with these heirloom seeds. Let's go. I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. These are the heirloom seeds I chose to plant this year. I love heirloom seeds. I bought these because I want to seed save in the fall, and that way next year I'll have my own seeds from the vegetables I grow this year, and I won't have to buy more plants or seeds. I tried to choose stuff that I wouldn't normally find in the store. I like the color of the red and black peppers. Peppers are very good for you, and if you like to do a lot of home cooking, it really spices up your food. And then I like eggplant. I like the skinny eggplant. These are diamond eggplants. I don't like the ones that are skinny on the top and then they get bigger on the bottom. And then the cantaloupe. I wanted to try to grow some melon this year because I absolutely love cantaloupe. So I want to try and see if I can get it to grow. I want to try pole beans because it takes less space to do the pole beans because they climb up a little piece of rope or wire or something. So they'll grow up, and then it makes it easy to pick them. When they're up off the ground, you can just reach through there and pick them all. So that's why I chose pole beans. I also want to make a point that when I look at the seeds to choose which kind I like, I kind of like to choose a dual purpose seed, and that's like these bushy cucumbers. You can pickle them. They're good for pickling, but they're also very good to eat them. I'm going to start with the pole beans. That's what I'm going to transplant over to the pole when it gets big. Oh, you're going to come and help me dig a hole, kitty? These beans have to be planted 1 inch deep. Also, they have to be, the plants themselves, the mature plants, once I transplant them, have to be 2 feet apart. But don't forget, they crawl up on the pole, so you can get a lot of beans in a small area. All right, I'm going to be planting 6 beans. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going to cover it up right here next to my little baby onions. Next, I'm going to do the jalapeno peppers. Like I said, I do like to plant jalapenos. We do like those. And I like to pick the jalapenos a little early so they're not quite as big, because the bigger they get, the more seeds they have in them. So if you want to cook with them or whatever, I just like them a little smaller so they have less seeds and the seeds are small. So, and you can eat these when they're green, or you can wait until they turn bright red. It doesn't matter. You can eat them either way. I'm going to just rough it up a little. All right, I'm planting the jalapeno pepper plants. These plants, when I transplant them and they're going to be mature, they have to be 1 to 2 foot apart. 1 to 2 foot apart. Also, the peppers themselves will be about 3 inches long. I like to pick them a little early so they don't have as many seeds in them when I'm cooking with them and stuff. I just personally like that. You can, it doesn't matter. You can let them get to be 3 inches long if you like great big peppers. Whatever you prefer. That's what's nice about a garden. It's kind of custom. Then I'm going to cover this with soil. These little seeds. Now these take maybe 3 months to mature. So peppers might take a long time. Okay, this is called Garden Sunshine. It's an heirloom pepper. These you want to eat when they're yellow to orange. You don't want to let them go red or darker. So you want to pick them because it says they're best when they're yellow or orange. So that's a very pretty pepper. I love peppers, love peppers. Okay, so I'm going to rough up another area, get it soft, and then these have to be 1/4 inch deep. That's how deep you plant them. So you want to rough it up a little so it just has easy going, starting. So when I'm planting them now, they don't have to be 1 to 2 foot apart. Just when you you know, when you transplant them, or if you're not going to transplant them, then you do have to do them 1 to 2 foot apart so they have room to grow. So there we go. I just do that, and then again, I just take this and like crumble it over it, cover it up. It doesn't have to be very deep. 1/4 inch is not very deep at all. And you want to just pat it down a little bit. All these things I'm planting, they like full sun. Okay, the last but not least are going to be these Hungarian peppers. And as you can see, they're even a different color. These go from green to red to black. These peppers are going to be tall. It's going to have a 3-foot tall bush. So this is going to be kind of a big pepper plant. And these peppers themselves are 4 inches long when they're ready. So it's like a medium pepper to me, 4 inches long. Like the yellow ones I was explaining that I just planted, those are going to be 8 inches long. So those are big peppers. Like I said, just go through and, you know, pick what you like, what your family likes to eat, or, you know, try something new that you want to try. I'm just doing line by line. And again, these are 1/4 inch deep, so it's not very deep. You almost can just, you know, put it in a little hole there. So like I said, peppers take kind of a long time to grow, like 3 months. And by then you should be having tons of peppers. But here's the key, pick them. Don't wait and wait and wait because you're so thrilled that you finally grew something. Pick, 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 that's what I say. The more you pick, the more it develops. So that's what you have to do. Okay, here's my cute little cucumber trellis I built. So, so simple. Just the 2 metal poles that you just pound in, so easy. And then I have fencing, obviously. I have a lot of animals, so I just put that on there. I'm going to plant the cucumbers directly into the ground because I don't want to have to transplant them. And then what'll happen is they'll climb up this. And then again, you can just pick, you know, you can just reach in there and pick them. They're not going to be on the ground. So what I'm going to do is just poke a hole in there. It has to be 1 inch deep. So I'm going to just do this all the way down. Next, I'm going to do the Black Beauty zucchini. The thing about zucchini, the cantaloupe, and the other, you know, certain things I'm planting is they're very sprawling. They're viney and sprawling. So they do need room. Okay, so these have to be 1 inch deep. So not only am I going to loosen the soil, I'm going to, you know, make a little bit of a hole in there. Oops, I'm going to cover it back up. Okay, so that's 1. I'm only doing 5. I'm going to make another hole. I don't know where though, these are big. So I'm just going to plant 5. So then I'm just going to cover this up nicely. And then pat it down. And there we go. Next are the diamond eggplant. These need to be 1/4 inch deep. Eggplants take a long time to grow. They're like peppers, you know, where you plant them now, but you don't see eggplant until it almost seems like the fall. It takes that long. Look how teeny eggplant seeds are. It's so funny because eggplants are big and the seeds are tiny. There's going to be 8 of them in this. 8. Okay. And just cover them up. Pat them down. This is called Amish Paste. These are the Roma tomatoes. And what I like about this, and again, I picked one that has multi-purpose when they give you the characteristics. And this one is good for making sauce and eating. So you can do both with this, which I really like that. And if I have tons of tomatoes, I just might try to make sauce this year. We'll see. Okay, these are 1/4 inch deep again. So I am going to plant quite a few of these. I'm planting the cantaloupe. Now these melons I'm not going to transplant. I'm just going to plant them here far enough apart and they're just going to live here forever. I'm going to do 6 of them. And melons love heat. So you want them in the absolute hottest part of your garden. All right, here we go. One in each hole. Oop, that got two. I'll have to thin that. Oh, I hope this works because I do absolutely love melon. Now, I don't need to water my garden after I plant these seeds because my soil is very moist. There we go, we're all done. Everything's planted. That was so easy. I'm telling you, building this container, this cement container, was way, way harder than planting the seeds. And also when it's up like this, the nice part about that is it doesn't get a lot of weeds in there. Because when the wind blows the weeds, it just hits the wall, so we'll probably have a lot of weeds along the wall, which I can just pull those, or just get them out with the hoe. But you know, they won't really go up and over and land in the garden.
Sign up for Becky's Homestead newsletter. Go to beckysHomestead.com and sign up on the right. You'll get articles, news, and specials from Becky every month. Unsubscribe anytime, no spam.
If you like this video, please click the like button. It really does help us a lot. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, click the subscribe button.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, please email me and Doodle. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye. I'm going to quickly go through the seeds I purchased so you can see what we're planting. I have eggplant. This year I wanted to try some, I'm a complete blank.
Relax.
Complete blank, like it's empty.
So what else is new?
It's empty up there. All right. And look at Mario. Mario, get down. Down. Get off the garden wall. Down. Mario. Get out of the garden.